Hey guys, Ryu here. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on the Horizon Hobby ECX Torment. So, what I got here is just the standard uh, ready to run transmitter that comes with it. I have the Proline Desert Rat body on here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Show you guys what I have on the inside. Alright, also I have took the Proline trenchers I had on the Traxxas, or took them off and put them on the ECX. And they seem to be working just fine for it. Work great off-road and get good grip on the pavement. Unfortunately, they actually can't do any hard cornering on the pavement because you'll roll every time. Now, as for the battery, I've got the Venom 5000 milliamp 2S LiPo battery, and it provides quite a lot of power for two-wheel drive. That's all you really need for this kind of car. You can go higher on the milliamps, but as far as LiPo batteries, it's good enough for what I need. Now I've got the upgraded uh, aluminum ECX shock bodies. They actually have a bit of an issue where the bottom actually snaps off. So I got the Traxxas rods, shock rods, and put them in there for the front only, and got the Traxxas shock caps on there. As you can see, I had to put a little sleeve, uh, so they'd fit onto the body. I also got the, I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can turn that to where y'all can see this. But I've got the Traxxas steering block, and the Traxxas caster block, as well as the Traxxas tone linkage. As far as powertrain, I have the Dynamite Taser 3300 kilovolt motor and ESC combo. Got this as a set for like $110, so it's very affordable for as far as motor combinations go. And just warn you now, you will have to program it because this motor has an extreme amount of torque. I have trouble keeping control on the concrete as it is with how much power this thing has. You will need to get a metal transmission if you get this motor, because it will chew the teeth off every year. Now, inside the transmission, I'm not taking this off in this video because it would take too long. I've got a Losi 27 tooth pinion gear with a 78 tooth 48 pitch Vatera spur gear, and it works really well as far as that goes. As far as and I also, as for the receiver, standard receiver, same receiver. I do, however, have the Savix in here. You see the bottom of it. The Savix high torque servo, because going at high speeds you're gonna crash and it will tear up the servo as soon as you crash. Now, as for the servo horn, where y'all can see this, I don't. Give me a minute trying to get that. Anyways, seeing there, I have an aluminum servo horn that is the also from Savix, and it is the aluminum servo horn. So you will need to get that too, because the other one that comes stock will snap. This wire, ignore that. That's for my lights. I got for like $20 at my hobby shop that I go to. They were just a random set of Losi lights. So if you're planning on putting lights on a body, go ahead. With the stock receiver, you just plug it into the bind port and it will work just fantastic. Works for me. You can wire it at the same place. Whenever I'm running, I don't want to run the lights, I just stick it down in here and put the battery cover on. It keeps it out of the way, keeps it from falling and getting caught up in the tires. So, yeah. So that's about it for what I've got on here. So really about it. As far as beginner cars go, it's really good. Stock, if you keep it stock, it'll last forever. Because it's such an amazing RC car for beginners, because it is absolutely indestructible. It takes a pretty good hit. I hit it going top speed. I hit top speed and flipped it and still didn't manage to do a single thing to this. As you can see, it's in still fairly good shape. Ran it without the body, and you can see I've kind of just burnt that away. You see they're just kind of gone. Compared to the fronts are still fine. Also, these break, but as you see, I haven't replaced them at all. They still there, still perform the same function, even though they're shattered. But they still work, so I keep them there. What most people recommend you do is get a aluminum or metal drive shafts or half shafts, and you can. But until these break, I'm not doing it. So, and these haven't broken yet, and I've been running it. I've been slamming the throttle down. They haven't twisted. They haven't busted. So, stock shafts work great. I'd keep them on there. Wouldn't use the money to go buy a $40 pair of drive shafts. No sense in doing that if you don't need to. If you've noticed, I've got this ESC bolted down because the issue I was having is it kept heating up the tape to where it kept losing the tape. Now, as you see, I can literally pick it up by the ESC and have no issues about it coming off. So, I would definitely recommend, if you do get this set up, bolt. What most people do is they'll put tape underneath and then bolt it down. I don't see the sense in doing that, so I just bolted it down, and it works. Unless your screws come out, then you're fucked. The switch here that turns it on, just taped it down, honestly, because there's no way to bolt it down. So on the switch, don't know if y'all can see this. Here's the switch to turn it off and on. This little white button here is actually what you use to set the ESC. It comes with a programming guide. Do not worry. It gives you instructions to how to do it. Not very clear though, so I would recommend going online to. I believe this site was RC Central or something like that .com. You guys can search it. I forgot the name of it. Sorry about that. But it gave me a good idea of what I needed to do. I programmed it, and I now have it on its lowest acceleration setting. And I still, how much torque this thing has is I still cannot keep this thing from doing wheelies. So, granted, it's not as bad to where when I was having it max throttle or max acceleration, it flipped itself doing what it was doing. So, that's my basic review of the ECX Torment. As far as beginner car, I would definitely recommend it for anyone that's looking to get into this hobby. It's cheap. Stock two-wheel drive comes at a $180 in the US. So very cheap, very affordable compared to the other ones. And as far as beginners go, it is very, very affordable. And for beginners, it's just a very amazing car. So I'm going to leave this video here and see you guys next time.